take a look. And I'm gonna try not to walk off with it. This might be the amiibo I'm most excited about.
Dude, don't walk off with it.
There's a lot of people watching.
I'm hoping that this game comes pre-packed with the Chibi Robo
amiibo.
amiibo.
Watching. Thanks for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And
just like with Mario Maker and the 8-bit
Mario.
Mario.
To revisit Chibi Robo again. But right now we're
that would
gonna
just
head
be
out.
perfect.
In a few seconds we're gonna come back
to me at least, because I'm trying to build up a collection of amiibos.
This is the Skylanders Superchargers Bowser that we're gonna take a look at, and
there was
really
that
boss
too.
in person. So
I
I'm
forgot
looking forward to
that.
actually showing off his
There's even the Mario
gameplay. So
Tennis.
stay tuned. We'll be right back with that. Thanks very much.
Okay, you know what? Speaking of amiibos. Okay, I'm just gonna plug myself back in here. At the time of this recording, the only amiibos I have are these two. Mario and Toon Link. And they were both gifts from my brother. Especially Toon Link. He ordered like 2 of these off of eBay or something at like 2 for $30, and figured that's close enough to the price of 2 amiibos, which are like $13 separately. So I guess he kind of lost out on like $4, I guess, since it would have been like 26. The Master Sword is kind of starting to. Yeah, the bases are getting kind of dusty. I've already leveled up both of these to level 50 in Smash Brothers, and yeah. I'm hoping to get my hands on some more amiibos later on down the road. But hey, it's cool to have something that's like an actual physical Smash Bros. Trophy that I can hold in my hand. This is pretty cool. Plus, they're not just for looking at, that you can use them too. You see, that's what I like about them. They look cool, and they do stuff that's useful. I'm just kind of wondering how much longer we'll be going for, because, oh wow. 5.5 hours. I think this might be a new record for how long I've recorded all in one sitting. My previous record was like maybe hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. And I think that was for, I think either Ocarina of Time, Link's Awakening, or maybe one of the Pokemon LPs. I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, so I think I mentioned before that I'm going to be splitting this whole thing up into 20-minute videos so that I have plenty of content to put out for you guys. Earlier you might have seen me fiddling around with this thing, with my gamepad. Well, I was just trying to see if I could upload a video, a replay that I recorded the other night in Smash Bros. With the new replay upload YouTube thing.
Hey folks, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, and I've got a couple of very special guests with me right now. We've got Karthik and David from Vicarious Visions.
They've got so many of the same Bowsers.
At the Bowser figure that's just been announced for Skylanders Superchargers. You may already have heard a little bit about this game. Maybe you're like super enthusiastic like I am, and you're really looking forward to this coming out. And it's really
I
soon.
kind of forgot
It's
that
this
they
September
even announced
that we're
it.
going to be able to check this out in person. But we're actually going to do some gameplay here and show off what these bad boys can do.
Yeah, so I mean, Skylanders in general, this year we're back. We're innovating again with Skylanders by bringing vehicles to life, a whole new set of toys that you can bring to life in the game. The Skylanders are under attack again from Chaos. He has his most powerful weapon yet, the Doom Station of Ultimate Doomstruction.
I feel like it's the best named ultimate weapon.
It's got to have a good name
Awesome.
if it's going to
That's
wreak
such
as
a
much havoc
goofy
as it
name.
is. It's literally eating the sky out of the Skylands, gulp after gulp, and getting stronger with every bite. So Eon had to call out across all dimensions for as much help as he could to fight off Chaos. And that's where Hammer Slam Bowser and Turbocharged Donkey Kong come in this year in Skylanders Superchargers.
The Doom Station of Ultimate Doomstruction is powered by the darkness. So that not only threatens the Skylands, but the entire universe. So Bowser got convinced, to
He's
fight
gotta
the
help out.
darkness. And let's take a look at the toys real quick. But so here we have.
You know, I'm gonna turn on a light.
Hammer
It's
Slam
staying dark in
Bowser.
here.
It's pretty awesome, incredibly detailed. It's fierce, hammer.
That did
and a little
not
later on,
change
we'll,
all too
talk
much.
about the concepting process on how we came up with this version.
Yeah,
of
I'm really
Bowser.
excited to show off the early concept art that you brought. It's really neat seeing how he came about.
It's really cool. We also have Donkey Kong. Now we're not going to go in depth with Turbocharged Donkey Kong today. We'll do that on Thursday.
Yes.
So quick look at him and their vehicles. If we take a quick look at the Clown Cruiser,
Nice.
really designed. This is just for Bowser.
I really like the metallic green on there. It's really sharp.
You know
They came
what?
out great. And you've got the barrel blaster.
I'm gonna
That
be
is
right
actually
back.
a
I just have to
rolling.
check
Yeah,
some
you can
things.
roll
It
around
started
the floor.
raining.
It's super cool.
I'll be
Nice.
right back.
So why don't we jump into some
All
gameplay?
right, I'll start it up.
So let's chat a bit about why vehicles this time. Now that we're getting in here and we're seeing this game, that this was the next step you guys decided to take for the Skylanders world.
Yeah, we're always trying to bring something new to Toys to Life. I mean, 4 years ago with Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, that really was the start of the whole genre of Toys to Life. And so each year we're trying to bring something fresh, something new to it. This year it's vehicles, a whole new type of toy to play with, to bring to life. And in this level that we're going to play today, you're actually high up in the clouds of the Skylands. So we've brought these clouds into the level. They're 3D volumetric clouds. You have to kind of park them as you progress through the level. And you can fly, you can drive, you can even go on and under the water with different vehicles across the game.
And I think one of the things that's really unique about Skylanders Superchargers is that seamless blend between the on-foot action RPG experience that people have grown to love with the land, sea, and sky, vehicle fantasy. And we'll see how we seamlessly switch from one to the other as we play through this level.
Okay, so to start out the level, we have to bring on both a vehicle and a character. So I will put on one of our Sky vehicles. This is Sky Slicer.
And we can see here the vehicles all have an elemental affinity as well, the same as the Skylanders do. So you got a really interesting interplay there, I think, between them.
Absolutely, and every single character can play with any vehicle. So it's pretty amazing. Game supports the 300 characters that have come before from prior games, and they can all pilot the vehicles.
I'm just imagining how your design team felt about that, where you tell them, okay, for the next game, we're going to have vehicles, so we need you to design a bunch of vehicles, but also everyone's going to need to have some piloting animation, so we got to make sure everybody can drive.
We've got a really hardworking team at VV, and we're
imagine.
very, very passionate about our fans and honoring their collection and really giving them incredible value.
And now we see Bowser
In all of his
hammer
glory.
slamming it up.
So this is his basic attack with the hammer. You've got combos that you can do with it, and you really don't want to be on the other side of that hammer.
I really love how you guys captured the physical presence of Bowser, and he's just so big and intimidating, and the way he's kind of just lumbering around.
Yeah, really getting the animation right, really getting that personality through. Even the sound effects matching that. So you've got some great moves with the hammer, but he can also summon Koopas. So these green shell Koopas can be summoned one at a time. and they can be knocked about with a hammer as well. So they're in the shell form. You can knock them around.
I love how they kind of duck and pull their heads back into the shells when he's
Yeah,
nearby.
they cower. They cower. You can see them tremble in the animation. It's just that subtle detail.
I figure they're probably used to this. It's like our boss is a little like not careful with us. We have to duck down.
Exactly.
All right, so we brought multiple different Bowsers so that we could show off different points on their upgrade tree, because just like all of our Skylanders, you can upgrade your character as you go along, gaining new powers, new weapons, etc. So I'm going to swap out for another Hammer Slam Bowser.
And of course, Bowser is a fire element.
Absolutely. And
Seems
he's
very
got some
appropriate.
incredible fire attacks we'll be showing you in just a moment. So as part of that upgrade tree, the Koopas can get upgraded. And we're actually going to show you
that
the
looks
fire
so
effects.
cool.
This is Magma Bowser. And this is great fun for us to create. You know, originally we were thinking about Giga Bowser, and the Nintendo team said do something new. And we wanted to like really supersize him. And we created Magma Bowser. So those fire attacks are amazing. Speaking of which, you got Koopas that are now red shell. And these red shells are heat-seeking Koopas, which is pretty awesome in combat. And you can knock them about as well, which is pretty fun.
I'm going to switch again so we can go to a fully upgraded Bowser
Nice.
on one of the two upgrade paths that you can take.
And for folks who aren't familiar with Skylanders, you're not committed to an upgrade path once you take it. So if you take your Bowser in one direction and you decide, hey, I kind of want to try out that other style of play, it's totally fine to swap and adjust as you're going along.
Exactly. So you can, as you're playing through the game, you collect gold and you can use it and spend that gold towards those upgrades. So we're on the Koopa Commander path, you know, with his upgrades, and it's pretty awesome. You know, you've got those hammer attacks, you've got the heat-seeking shells, and you can summon the warp pipes, which is pretty cool. And the warp pipes launch 4 Koopas at once.
Oh, you got some paratroopers now.
Exactly, and you know, because they got the wings, if you've got aerial enemies, they'll be able to go after them, so which is really cool.
Okay, I'm
in
back.
combat.
Wow. They're almost like little ducklings that they follow along.
Closed. Train is not coming in.
Yeah, we want to give them that little behavior and have them like pathfind around with Bowser.
What
It's
is
really
going
fun.
on?
Fun to see that. Very entertaining. So here we're coming up on the first vehicle section, and this is an air section.
Nice.
And so we're gonna have Bowser go in and take out these transport ships.
Is that a genie?
So one thing that I think folks are really going to enjoy when they get in here and start playing around with the superchargers is anyone can drive any one of the vehicles. So this isn't Hammer Slam Bowser's own vehicle, but that doesn't mean he's not going to do an awesome job piloting it.
That's right.
Yeah, what's really cool is we actually, you know, if you have a collection of Skylanders from prior games, they all work in this game. All over 300 Skylanders toys. All of them can pilot vehicles,
Not
drive,
interested.
go underwater. We really want to make sure if you had a collection, we honored it. You could bring them into this game and play with them.
And it's just fun seeing what they do.
Yeah.
In the new game.
It
so
really
Sky
is.
Slicer's away, and you can see how we just seamlessly transition to flight mechanics. And it's at the same level. These levels are absolutely
This
huge.
seems a little bit
Probably
like
about
Star
10 times
Fox
larger
right here.
Than our prior games.
Yeah.
Just because you're moving so fast, you know, through the Skylands, whether you're in the air or driving on ground or on water or even underwater.
Yeah, I love the graphics here that you guys have put together as well. It's beautiful, and it's what you're saying about the clouds as well. They really have such an authentic kind of texture to them.
Look at
And
Bowser's
actually
head just
tied into the play
bob
mechanics. So
back and forth like that in the
one
lower
aspect of this level,
left
you
corner.
can actually clear the storm clouds, and if you beat that mission, it's an
Oh, is he
optional
shooting
mission.
fireballs
Those clouds
out
go
of his
away, and
mouth?
that, you know, opens up secrets that you wouldn't otherwise know. So David's jumping into the mod system. So our vehicles are totally customizable, which is really awesome. And like, so anytime in gameplay and combat, you can switch out to new mods and upgrade your vehicle, and the stats upgrade is part of that too.
And I'm not sure if folks could catch it, but Bowser's eyes were still moving while you're doing that, and he's just sort of like, staying right here for a minute, no problem. I'll
One of
just
my
wait.
favorite moments. It's a great comedic moment in the game. So here we have the upgraded Sky Slicer.
There we go. There
It
he is.
really helps in terms of you know, taking out these
Are
transport
those
ships.
landmines or
There you go.
sky mines?
I think it's really interesting.
Or are
Like,
they power-ups?
Show supercharging.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
So Skylander Superchargers, You get to
Whoa,
supercharge your
what?
vehicles when you do the right vehicle and character pairing. So the Sky Slicer actually belongs to Stormblade here. We'll take a quick look at Stormblade. And
When she hops in, totally different story.
absolutely. So let's bring her on. And she gets custom mods for her vehicle. This is a supercharged version of the Sky Slicer.
Oh, that looks sharp.
Incredibly tricked out, super powerful.
The shape of it kind of reminds me of a Psy, actually. It's got a really
Yeah, it
sick shape to it.
does. From what I
the
can
difference
see
is
of it
obvious
past
right
all this
away,
fire.
just the kind of damage you're doing and how the vehicle looks as well.
Yeah, and the amount of speed that you get, it all varies. And as you play through the vehicle sections, you pick up gear bits, and that's our economy for vehicles that you can then use to upgrade the vehicles as you get those new mods.
And it's nice
And
that's another
it's
place
now
where you
pouring
can
out.
pick and choose your customizations and adjust at any point. So there's never a time when you're locked in and it's like, okay, that's it, my vehicle's done.
Right.
You can mix it up as much as you want.
All right.
Do you want to switch over to the
I
Clan
want to switch.
Cruiser?
I want to switch to a
Yeah.
different vehicle.
Sure.
So let's take the Sky Slicer out.
Whoa!
And we can bring on the Clown Cruiser.
Nice.
And again, you can take Bowser's plane and mix and match with any Skylander.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Jeez.
And every time you bring a new vehicle, onto the portal, we have this sort of car show, showcase, highlighting the weapons and offensive capabilities of the vehicle. So here we have the Clan Cruiser with Stormblade piloting it.
I think it's interesting
shoot
when
out,
folks start playing with this, they're going to
Firebolt.
see how they handle differently as well.
They do. All the vehicles handle differently. So based on your play style, based on the encounters and what's going on, you can really vary up the play pattern mechanics.
I'm going to use my secondary attack, which is a
Bullet
big,
Bill.
giant bullet bill.
Bullet
I can
bills?
charge
Oh,
up by holding
jeez.
down the X button for a little bit longer to get as powerful as possible. Deal a lot of damage.
Does it blow up on you if you hold it down too long?
Clown Cruiser.
If it does, that would be
It's got
funny.
fireballs that'll shoot out as a primary attack. So you know what?
But do no
What's the
damage
Clown
to
Cruiser
yourself,
without
of course.
Time to supercharge it.
Time to supercharge.
Nice.
Supercharge.
Totally
What?
tried out just for Bowser. Now fans might, remember the airship, prior Super Mario, and we've really taken that theme and given this wooden airship feel to the Clown Cruiser. But just because it's made of wood doesn't mean it's not incredibly powerful.
It's amazing seeing the attack damage he does here when he's paired up with it. Oh, that's so cool.
Nice job, David.
Thank you.
All right, so he took out the transport
Awesome.
ships, and we're going to do a little bit more on-foot play. Now, this version of Bowser's been upgraded on the other path, the Magma Bowser Molten path. So his hammer is different, and all of his attacks have been amplified with fire moves. So we'll take a look at that. So now his swings are all got, fire attached to him, does more damage.
And now we're back on land here. We can see another one of the cloud mechanics. You've really got an interesting fog of war system going in this game.
Yeah, which is great in a platformer. You can find treasure, you can find enemies, and lots of different secrets and new hidden areas in the game. So that flamethrower is continuous, incredibly lethal, when you upgrade.
Wow.
And of course you got the Koopas as well.
Ah, he's just beastly. This is so neat.
And part of the
Oh,
upgrade
Koopas.
path is also upgrading the Koopas, and when you have the molten path, you'll be able to upgrade them into dry bones, and they're all running around on fire, and they'll catch enemies on fire as
That's
they touch them.
awesome.
So that's a quick preview of Bowser.
Hammer Slam Bowser, but we've got some other cool stuff to show off here as well. Some special goodies you brought to show us how the concept for this came about.
We did. We had so much fun creating these characters, these versions, and going back and forth in that collaborative style with the team at Nintendo. And they wanted to see, how far we could, push the stylistic designs of the characters, but still stay true to form. And originally, we were super conservative about it. We were like, we want to get this right. And they looked at it and they're like, that's nice, but what would Donkey Kong and Bowser be if they were Skylanders? That was the provocative question that they
Yeah.
asked us. And we're like, okay, gloves come off. Let's see what we can do. So we wanted to like, and again, it was that delicate balance between creating a character design that is iconic, it's unmistakably Bowser, but brings something new to the table. It telegraphs gameplay, you know, and